Hello everyone and welcome to Rajput, Jain and Associate. Today in this video we will discuss about the new annual information statement. The Income Tax Department has introduced the new annual information statement on the compliance portal that provides a complete view of the information to taxpayers. In this, the taxpayer can access to the latest AIS by going to the Services tab on the new Income Tax e-filing portal and clicking on the link Annual Information Statement. The screen of Form 26AS on the Traces portal would also be persist until the new AIS has been validated and is fully operational. Now let's first discuss what exactly is AIS. The AIS is a comprehensive statement that contains the details of financial transactions performed by a taxpayer and reported to the tax department by various entities in a particular financial year. This includes the receipts or the income from various sources such as salary, interest and so on, as well as the sale or purchase of securities such as equity shares, mutual funds or bonds. Each and every sale as well as purchase of shares, mutual fund units and any dividend or interest received will be reflected in the AIS. Now there are two parts of AIS, that is Part A and Part B. Part A contains basic information of the taxpayers such as their PAN number, Aadhaar number, taxpayer's name, date of birth and other relevant details. Part B contains information on TDS, TCS, specified financial transactions, tax payment, tax demand and refund and other information. Now in addition to AIS, the Income Tax Department introduced the Taxpayer Information Summary or TIS. This is a streamlined method of viewing the AIS data. TIS displays the value produced after information redundancy produced on predefined rules as well as the obtained value, that is the value obtained after considering the taxpayer processed value and feedback. When a taxpayer gives information on AIS, the derived information in Taxpayer Information System is updated automatically in real-time basis. The findings further showed in TIS will be used to populate the return of the taxpayer. As a result, if you find any error in your Tax Information Summary or Annual Information Summary, you must get it correct in the AIS, which will be corrected in a real-time basis in the TIS as well. If a taxpayer believes that the information is wrong, that is, it relates to some other person or a particular financial year or is otherwise inaccurate, an online feedback form is also available. Feedback can be provided by the submission of a large amount of information in bulk quantity. An AIS utility has also been made available for the persons to view their annual information summary and upload feedback offline as well. Taxpayers must keep in mind that the annual information statement includes information that is currently available with the Income Tax Department. There might be some transactions related to taxpayer that are not currently displayed in the annual information statement, however, the same may exist later on. The taxpayer should double check all the related information and report accurate and complete information on their income tax return. Now, in case there are any discrepancy between the TDS-TCS information or tax payment information showed in Form 26AS on the Traces portal and the TDS-TCS information as displayed in the Annual Information System on Compliance portal, the taxpayer may reply on the information displayed on the Traces portal for the purpose of filing ITR and other tax compliance purposes. Next, we come on to the basis on which the AIS and Form 26AS is distinguished. Form 26AS is similar to a tax passbook which contains information about TDS and TCS deposited against the taxpayer PAN during a particular financial year. Furthermore, in the altered version of Form 26AS, information related to specified transactions like mutual fund unit purchases, foreign remittances, and other information will be reflected only if the transaction exceeds the specified limit or the tax has been deducted on the said amount. For example, if the tax is deducted on the interest earned on a fixed deposit, it will be reflected in Form 26 AS. On the other hand, AIS is a more comprehensive system. In case of AIS, the transactions will be reflected regardless of whether or not tax has been deducted. As a result, even if no tax is deducted from the interest received from a fixed deposit, it will be still shown in the AIS portal. The statement will include the TDS, TCS, the sale and purchase of equity shares, mutual funds, dividends, interest income and other items as well. Now lastly, we will discuss about how AIS assists taxpayers. With the assistance of Annual Information System, the taxpayer can cross-check all information transactions which they have undertaken and report to the Income Tax Department. This will assist in double-checking and reporting all of the required information on the income tax return. For example, a dividend received in financial year 2020-21 is taxable in the hands of the taxpayer. As a result, even if the amount is as low as Rs 50, the taxpayer would be required to report the same in their ITR and pay the taxes on it. Now coming to the last part of our video, we will discuss some of the frequently asked questions on AIS. First is, what are the salient features of AIS? So the salient features of AIS include, first, inclusion of new information, that is interest, dividend, security transaction, mutual fund transaction, foreign remittance information. Then comes the use of data analytics to populate PAN in non-PAN data for the inclusion in AIS. Third is deduplication of information and generation of a simplified taxpayer information summary for the ease of filing return. Then comes the taxpayer will be able to submit online feedback on the information that is displayed in the AIS and also download the information in PDF, JSON or CSV file formats. AIS utility will also enable the taxpayer to view AIS and upload feedback in offline manner as well. AIS mobile application will enable the taxpayer to view their AIS and upload the feedback on mobile phone as well. Next is how to see AIS in Income Tax portal. So the AIS can be assessed by logging into the Income Tax portal. After this, the applicant shall go to the Services tab, and in this, the last tab would be of Annual Information Statement or AIS. The next question is, what is the password to open the TIS or AIS document? So for this, the taxpayer need to enter the combination of their PAN number and the date of birth in case of individual taxpayer, or the date of incorporation or formation in case of non-individual taxpayer on the downloaded PDF document. Next is what to do if there is any variation related to the information for TDS or TCS or tax payment for filing of income tax return on AIS and in Form 26 AS. So AIS is providing the information relating to the TDS or the TCS or the details of the taxes paid, and Form 26 AS is also reflecting this information. Thus, if there is any variation between these two sources, then the taxpayer may rely on the information displayed on the Traces Form 26 AS for filing of the income tax return and for other tax compliance purposes. Next is, what is the different types of information that is shown in AIS? So the information shown on AIS is basically divided into two parts, that is Part A and Part B. Part A is for general information. Part A displays general information pertaining to the person, including their PAN, Aadhaar number, name of the taxpayer, date of birth or the date of incorporation, mobile number, email address and the registered address of the taxpayer. Next, Part B contains the information like the TDS or the TCS information, wherein the information related to the tax deducted or collected at source is displayed. The information code of the TDS or TCS information description and the information value is shown under this tab. Next is the SFT information. Under this head, information received from the reporting entities under the Statement of Financial Transaction or SFT is displayed. The SFT code, information description and the information value is available in this tab. Next is payment of taxes. Information related to the payment of taxes under different heads such as advance tax and self-assessment tax is shown herein. Next is demand and refund. Under this, the taxpayer would be able to view the details of the demand raised and the refund initiated during a particular financial year. And the last one is the other information. Herein, the details of the information received from the other sources such as the data pertaining to an Exit 2 of salary, interest on refund, outward foreign remittance or purchase of foreign currency is displayed. Next question is, what data is shown in TDS or TCS information tab? So under this tab, the information related to the tax deducted or collected at source is displayed. The taxpayer would be able to view the information category, information code, information description, information source, information count, and the total amount related to the particular information. Next is what data is shown in SFT information tab. Under this, the information received from the reporting entities under SFT is displayed. The taxpayer would be able to view the information category, information code, information description, information source, information count, and lastly the total amount related to a particular information. Next is what is shown in demand and refund tab. So under the demand tab, you will be able to view the details relating to the demand that has been raised by the income tax department. Next is the refund. Under this tab, you would be able to view the assessment year, mode, nature of refund, amount of refund paid, and the date of refund payment. Then what is the reported value? Reported value refers to the information value as reported by the information source or reporting entities against a particular PAN. Next question is, does taxpayers need to report transactions which are not reflecting in the AIS? So the Income Tax Department provides information in AIS as received from various reporting entities like banks, NBFCs, etc. It might be possible that there are some other transactions of taxpayer which are not reflecting yet, but the taxpayer need to check and report the complete information in the income tax return. Next is, can the taxpayer report any discrepancy of information as stated in the AIS? So in the answer to this, we can say yes, the income tax has provided this option to the taxpayer. If any information reflecting in AIS is incorrect and relates to some other person or financial year, the taxpayer can submit an online or offline feedback form for the same. So this was all about AIS and its various aspects. Thank you all for watching this video. In case of any query, contact Rajput, Jain & Associates. Thank you.